In fact, Archie was a year old. But look at Megna.
Archie had turned 1 year old by the time that event at the Albert Hall took place, and people were noticing Meghan's appearance. She was said to be around 8 weeks pregnant then, but questions arose about her condition. From the start, Meghan has been seen as someone ambitious in social circles. Her first marriage was viewed as a step up the ladder, and marrying Harry was like gaining access to elite groups. Sadly, she encountered challenges. She's not considered particularly smart or gifted, and her projects, like that series, haven't drawn much attention in the US. Observers pointed out how her baby bump seemed to change size inconsistently and even shift positions oddly, leading to jokes about it swinging like in a dance routine. A major royal controversy has emerged regarding what Meghan shared publicly about Archie's arrival, and it doesn't seem to align perfectly. Candace Owens has been outspoken, highlighting discrepancies that have puzzled doctors and those close to the palace. This has reignited talks and fueled ongoing whispers about whether a surrogate was involved. Harry and Meghan are always in the news, but this feels more intense now. The rumors began right after the pregnancy announcement for Archie. In this discussion, we are revisiting the debates around his birth and the persistent surrogacy speculations that are now being examined closely. It's compelling stuff that's hard to ignore, as it challenges one of the most talked about royal births recently. Meghan isn't seen as especially cunning, and her style of maneuvering isn't resonating well in America currently. People there prefer straightforward approaches over divisive tactics. Just as the Harry-Meghan saga appeared to calm down into routine coverage, Candace Owens made a striking statement questioning the pregnancy tale, and it spread rapidly online. The response was intense. Platforms buzzed with arguments, supporters clashed, and even passers-by took notice. This wasn't a fleeting gossip item. It directly contested the accepted version of events. Owens was direct, calling out what she saw as mismatches in Meghan's descriptions, things like getting 2 epidurals, leaving the hospital quickly from Portland, and varying reasons for not alerting the media promptly. Each element she mentioned eroded the smooth story the couple had put out, delivered with her typical bold and assured style. A journalist from Birkenhead had observed things unfolding and initially dismissed the oddities as nonsense. The speed at which Owens' video circulated was remarkable. Soon, media, online communities, and rumor sites were analyzing her points in detail. Folks wondered if there were real flaws in Meghan's account, or if admirers had bought into a tailored image rather than facts. Early on, some predicted Meghan would head back to Los Angeles, seeing her path clearly. She's not that strategic, and her political games aren't finding favor now. For the couple, this poses a real issue. The world had largely taken their account as is, but Owens' input shines a harsh light on it, prompting re-examination of overlooked clues. Might this be when the perfect story starts to show flaws? Medical specialists chimed in soon after, with childbirth experts and caregivers reviewing Harry's details and expressing doubt over claims like repeated epidurals and immediate release. These aren't standard. They're outliers that make Owens' critique stick. Deeper looks revealed more apparent mismatches. In America, discussions veered toward real problems without promoting hate, and Meghan's approach doesn't fit that mold. She rode a wave with certain movements, backed by incentives to stir division, but she's content in her lavish life, mingling with influencers like Oprah. That was her goal, and she achieved it. Perhaps political aspirations were overstated. Yet, despite big deals with companies like Netflix, they've delivered minimal or subpar output. When will the industry realize they're not delivering value? Signs suggest that's emerging, with a Spotify leader calling them unproductive and idea poor. From the royal side, the palace has mastered image control for years, shaping tales and upholding facades. Owens' piece sidestepped that, offering an external voice that boldly tests the monarchy's portrayal. It's unusual for an outsider to drive the conversation, compelling media, followers, and experts to engage. Starting a YouTube channel brought in public tips that sharpened focus on these matters. Among Owens' key points is the mention of 2 epidurals in labor, which has experts skeptical and audiences murmuring. It sounds intense on the surface, the Duchess braving severe discomfort, opting for extra relief, displaying toughness. But closer inspection makes it seem unlikely. An epidural is a precise intervention, placing a tube near the spine for ongoing relief, not something swapped out easily during birth without risks. Professionals say doing it twice casually is exceptional and hazardous. Why include this in the book? Some say it dramatizes Meghan as a birthing champion. Others think it's an overstatement for weight. Regardless, it's now core to the doubts Owens raises about the royal account. This goes beyond medical quibbles. It's about believability. If one part doesn't hold, what about the rest? Owens notes that minor slips can undermine the whole tale. Royal births are traditionally open and ritualistic, even with privacy nods, but this one mixed showiness with hiding. Timing matters too. The memoir was a huge seller, so vivid details grab eyes but invite dissection. Owens leveraged that, turning a side note into big news. Per Harry, Meghan delivered at Portland Hospital, had interventions, and was home soon after, mere hours. For anyone familiar with birth, this schedule seems improbable. Usually moms stay at least a day for checks on health, bleeding, and baby stability. With issues like preeclampsia, which Meghan referenced, monitoring extends further. Leaving so fast isn't just rare, it's dubious medically. Portland is in busy London, Frogmore Cottage distant. Add paperwork, exams, travel, rest, and it strains belief. Critics and docs have voiced concerns publicly about fitting procedures, birth, and exit into that frame. Online, pros break it down, adding to speculation. Fans who once cheered the private joy now wonder if it was tweaked for appeal. The swift departure feels cinematic, not factual, suited for a book, not life. It's not merely trust, it's the persona projected. A tale of grit and speed now seems contrived for wow factor. If timelines clash, what else was shaped? What might be stretched or invented? Drama extends beyond pain relief or schedules to media management, sparking equal buzz. Royal baby protocols are rigid. Queen first, then formal notices, quick press alerts for shared joy. But Archie's broke pattern entirely. Meghan gave 3 differing reasons for skipping usual alerts: privacy protection, birth complications, then another shift. If straightforward, why vary? These mismatches baffled press and ignited doubts among followers, insiders, reporters. Journalists got mixed signals. Some heard of the birth hours late, others thought labor ongoing. In the orchestrated palace realm, such mess is rare, prompting asks, was it planned? Some say shifting tales let Meghan mold views as guardian mom in tough spots. To others, it's sloppy, nearing deceit. Owens spotlights this. Changing stories erode faith. Public spotted it, comparing versions, leaks, timelines online. If media couldn't clarify, who can? Was hold-up truly privacy or narrative steering for drama and empathy? This isn't trivial, it hits reliability. Birth communication tones long-term views. Botching it, even accidentally, invites theories. The story aimed to paint Meghan as graceful, approachable royal now seems confused, suspect. Lingering query, was secrecy for safeguard or spin? Critics say both, firing up socials. Privacy desire makes sense, royal scrutiny is endless, personal turns public. But birth elements, from stories to timed alerts, feel staged. The twerk video with Harry? Fun, but arguably image-building. Glamorous, playful, real. Each cute tale, glimpse feeds relatable Duchess navigating extremes. Yet worry, birth is medical, not theater. Theatrics, timeline tweaks, contradictions look like showcraft over share. Mismatches persist. Varying alerts, odd hospital steps, rushed exits suggest impact tailored over true. Critics say this harms traits Meghan projects, genuine, strong, connectable. It prompts wonder if orchestrated for notice or pity over real. Even allies frustrate. Privacy counts, but narrative layers, clashes, performances blur fact fiction. In hyper-scrutinized royals, slips, boosts, flourishes become speculation fodder. If not control, medicals and Harry's tale sparked out minefield. Experts unanimous on epidurals, discharge. Mismatches standard. Monitoring vital. Signs, bleeding, a baby checks take time, often day. Preeclampsia demands extra. Pressure, organs, risks. Our discharge reckless, near impossible. Critics say book dramatizes, glossing realities for glamour, resilience. Rare switches, quick leaves, implausible. Veteran moms online disbelieve timeline interventions. Beyond facts, ethics arise. Meghan advocates maternal health, stressing care. If true, undercuts her. If puffed, misleads, downplays birth struggles. Both hurt rep, fuel doubt. Story meant celebrate, for admire, rejoice, fairy tale live. But piling mismatches erode trust. Every clash, slip, skip adds doubt. Inconsistencies not small, they risk narrative millions cheered. If trust dips here, shadows couple's image.